All right. Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Today we are doing Amsterdam. And just wanted to share with you guys the free cruise. I don't know if you guys got on Shelly's training yesterday, but she went on her free cruise. And again, with Princess, you get, what do you need me to do? Okay. I think there's a plug over here. Sorry, my daughter's finishing my nails. No. So anyway, she went on her free cruise, and so she shared with everybody how to do that. So and still cannot get past the issue I'm having with Princess.
I've seen this.
And who did you talk to? I would call Reggie or Jose and tell them, you know, it's been a while and you need to get access. Because again, you know, if you're doing trainings. Oops,
I did talk to Jose.
Okay.
Not yesterday, but the day before. And I've now twice emailed Princess, which the first time they did acknowledge, stating that they saw the issue that I was having and they would have IT look into it and it would take 5 to 7 days. I know that I'm probably being a little bit impatient because today's only the 8th day, but you know, with the final coming up, I wanted to be able to take the final with you guys.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so definitely follow up with them. They're probably, I don't know, you know, we'll probably have to wait till Monday, but I would follow up with them on Monday because it is a long one. So we want to make sure, you know, you get in and do it. Here's our thing.
When is the final for Princess?
The final is, oops, hold on. I'm trying to do it with my left hand. The final for the Princess is on the 20th. And the final for the Canard is the 27th.
Okay.
Okay. And you guys see my screen, right? Yes, Stacy, register. And if you do it just through like Facebook, you're automatically in. It pops right in. All right.
I see you're still rocking the hair flipping up.
I know, isn't it?
I like
it nice? I know. I have to fix my background. I have to hang up my stuff in the my awards and stuff in the back, and then you know I can have my regular screen on. So, but yeah, I'm unique. Thank you. All right. So again, hopefully you guys can join us tomorrow for New York, and then join Christine for Azamara on Sunday, and then Tuesday we are doing, oops, right there, Tuesday Caesars, and then Friday you guys will be doing the Marriott update. So if you guys have signed up with Marriott, they're actually putting a requirement out if you don't do the updates, or at least 2 or 3 updates, I think by the end of March, you lose your perks. So that's why we threw that in there. So Christine will be doing that for Marriott update on March 11th.
Other thing, I just finished Asmura thing, the training, and I'll tell you, that's painful.
Well, that's why you should do it with us instead of by yourself. That's why we
it's like 50 modules. I mean,
yeah,
so I thought I had to do that in prior to doing Royal or whatever, but so now I'm in Royal, which is also painful, and I don't even want to think about Princess, but yeah, and my sponsor said, well, look, if you're not going to book Azamora, why are you doing the training? So well, maybe I will book Azamora. But anyway, but it's
exactly.
a long
you never know, and you never know until you do it. And that's exactly why we do this, so you can learn and see what they're about, and then you can sell it. And that's exactly what we do this for, to learn about the different places and stuff. So anyway, the link for today I put in there. Glenda, what team are you on, or where are you on Rising Tide? Are you in a different team, Glenda? Just wanted to find out, because if you're with Rising Tide or with Beach Bosses, we post that every day, and we post it in our calendar for the trainings. So I'll actually show you those in just one moment. Let me go ahead and
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I'm with Infinity.
Yeah, so you're with us. So the schedule that we have is actually right here, just so you know, in our team site. What do you want me to do? Okay, tell me what to do. Okay. Right here in our Beach Bosses site, and then under here under live trainings, all the brochures are right here, and then we also list on the calendar, but right here. So Tuesday calendar, Friday calendar, and you can pull it up from right there. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, so everybody good? Everybody ready? We're doing Amsterdam. So make sure you're in here. If you haven't registered, just click register. You can register with your Facebook. It'll pop you right in. Glenda, perfect. Thank you.
Look, I've never been to Amsterdam, but and as an Army officer, I've been all over the world. But Amsterdam, I always heard was like a dirty city or whatever. But on the yeah, so that's why I wanted to do this, because you said there were pretty parts, and you know, one always nightlife and stuff in the streets and different things.
Right. Yep. So we'll learn that. Yeah. So if you're with Rising Tide, same thing. They have a calendar out too. And then I also shared it, I think, in the Evolution. So if you're not with one of, you know, those teams, I do share it in the Evolution Enterprises also. But Rising Tide, same thing. If you're in Rising Tide or one of those teams, same thing right here under live trainings. Okay, you're with Derek and Isla. So Derek and Isla, yeah, so I shared that. Send me a direct message, guys, if you're outside of Rising Tide, and I will send you the calendar direct, okay? We actually have a little group that we call Transformers, because we're trying to help other teams with different things. So I share my trainings for that. So just go ahead and send me a separate messenger for that, and I will add you to that group, okay? All right. So again, Amsterdam, if you just registered, just go ahead and put in under the name right here. And you could just type right here, Amsterdam, and it'll take you right to where we're going, okay?
So I was like, where?
All right, everybody good?
No.
All right, let's go ahead. And again, I'm recording this. Don't worry, we're not, no rush. Take your time. How do we, when you go up to register, you just click and then it'll pull up. Let me show you really quick. You can see my screen, right? Kind of fun trying to do this with my left hand. Click it. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, log out. I'm going to go here to register with us. Okay, so you click there, and then I'm already registered, but it should give you a place to click. To click Facebook.
If you log out, Marnie, it will give you the option to sign up, so you can show them that way.
Sign in.
Register.
Well, that's what I just did, and then it popped me in. Okay, let's see. So register.
Yeah, register right there.
I know, but it didn't give me that option before. It just let me hit Facebook, and it automatically registered me. But there you can go. Yeah, anytime it asks for company name or agency, always put Archer Travel, okay? Because we want them to affiliate us with Archer, because again, that's our travel agency, okay? So definitely, oh, there, that's why. Right here, I click there and then continue on with login with Facebook. That's what I did. Sorry. All right, and it took me to the same page with the info blank. Okay. Try clicking sign in. And then I click here, log in with Facebook. It pops me in. I'm registered. And then right here, I click Amsterdam. And then once you guys get registered, then you're good, because we do a lot of trainings on this TBO now. So again, if you're new, guys, just wanted to share with you what we do is I will read. Sometimes I share with, let others read and stuff. Okay, perfect. Yay. Okay, everybody's ready. So we're just going to read along. As you see, it says 20 to 30 minutes. Usually that's an hour and a half. No. And then we take the test together. Okay, guys. So again, don't worry if you're falling behind, if you have to step away for a moment. I have it recorded, and we will wait for you and make sure everybody passes on the test. Okay, perfect. All right. The Amsterdam, the Netherlands capital city, boasts one of the most relaxed atmospheres of any European metropolis. If you're considering a vacation to Amsterdam, get prepared for one of the most unforgettable experiences of your life. Amsterdam tourism offers everything from vibrant nightlife to picnic areas and world-class museums. You'll have a difficult time deciding. Amsterdam is famous for renting a bike, enjoying a picnic in Vondel Park, go shopping in Jordan's shops, cruise around gorgeous canals, eat famous street delicacies like herring at herring carts, and do beer tasting at the Goyers and the tons of microbreweries on offer throughout the city, or see Anne Frank's historic home. Amsterdam has so many things to do that the list is limitless. Again, guys, want to apologize for my pronunciation on some of these words.
Well, say that again 3 times real fast.
That's okay. All right. So is it expensive? Is one of the Europeans' 10 most expensive cities to live in. So certainly living in Amsterdam is not inexpensive in comparison to regions like Friesland or Limburg. Prices binnen de ring in the most important neighborhoods might be twice or tripled. Is Amsterdam safe for solo and female travelers? At night, Amsterdam is quite secure. However, keep in mind that most crime occurs at night in quiet locations when no one can notice you or aid you. Both women and men don't stroll alone in the park late at night. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let your customers know. And is pickpocketing considered a crime in Amsterdam? It's prevalent there, as they are in big cities and little cities. Tourists and locals alike must be on a lookout for pickpockets and take basic steps to avoid being robbed. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the course. Okay. Come on. There we go. All right, so an overview. Netherlands capital city boasts one of the most relaxed atmosphere in the European metropolis. If you're planning a trip, okay, I think we read through this, right? Yep, okay. So let's go ahead to the next one. This one? Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so early settlement and growth. Don't you love kids? Oh no, Grace. So yeah, I hope everything was okay. Again, scary people out there, guys. All right, so the establishment of Amsterdam is younger than the creation of other low country cities due to its geographical location in what used to be the wetland. According to the history of Amsterdam, local farmers settled in and around the region that ultimately became Amsterdam as early as 3 millennia ago. They lived near the ancient IJ River and its branch. The Amstel, I registered, however, it's making me log in before proceeding. No worries. Again, Essence, we're waiting for you. Just listen. That's all you have to do right now. Listen and follow along. Once you get to the test, we'll catch up. You'll catch up and we'll be all good. Yes, just on this one. All right, the ancient IJ ran through, okay, so it says they lived near the ancient river and its branch, the Amstel, upstream. The ancient IJ ran through bogs behind beach ridges and was a shallow, quiet stream. This isolated region may develop into a significant local population center, especially in the late Bronze Age, Iron Age, and Roman Age. Even back then, Amsterdam commercial ships went as far as the Baltic Sea, laying the groundwork for the future commerce hub by serving as a link between Northern Europe and Flanders. Flanders, now northern Belgium, and northern France. The counts of Holland ruled the city, and one of them, Count Floris V, gave a toll right to the Hamens, Mamanents, Apud, Amsterdam. People living near the Amsterdam. 1275. Amsterdam's name appears for the first time in this document. However, a complete charter was not issued until 1306. In 1489, Emperor Maximilian granted Amsterdam permission to use the, said this, I'm sorry, I meant this one, but that's okay, do the middle one.
Do
Granted
you want to read
Amsterdam,
that? Reread all that?
no, that's okay.
All right.
Emperor Maximilian granted Amsterdam permission to use the imperial crown on its armorial bearings as a token of appreciation for the city's support of the Burgundian Austrian kings. Amsterdam, Holland's most important commercial town and port, and the northern Netherlands granary, had become a center of wealth and power in Europe at that time. Following the Spanish conquest of the Netherlands in the 16th century, a religious and political uprising against Spanish persecution erupted across the area. Although, as per the history of Amsterdam, people were hesitant to join the revolt headed by William I, the Silent. Okay, thank you. Prince of Orange. The city saw a bloodless revolution in 1578. The magistrates were exiled, along with the bulk of Roman Catholic priests. Religious orders and communities were secularized. The Dutch Reformed Church essentially supplanted the Roman Catholic Church. And Amsterdam joined the Dutch revolt against Spain. Woo! I love all those words. In history, Amsterdam was still a tiny city with a population of around 30,000 people. Still, things changed fast, particularly in 1585 when Spanish soldiers seized Antwerp, modern-day Belgium, the Netherlands, major port and economic center. The Scheldt River, Antwerp's only route to the sea, was blocked by the Dutch soldiers. The fall of Antwerp resulted in a massive migration of predominantly Protestant refugees into the northern Dutch cities, particularly Amsterdam. Their presence enriched the intellectual, cultural, and commercial life of the town. Banking and shipbuilding prospered in particular. Despite this, now remember, guys, remember all this because I'm going to give you an exam on it, okay? Despite this, Amsterdam remained the leading city for many years. In the 18th century, the decline began when London and Hamburg superseded Amsterdam as commercial centers, and London became Europe's financial capital. The Prussians, who supported William V, Prince of Orange's agenda, invaded Amsterdam in 1787. The French, who were welcomed as liberators in 1795, provided independence, but trade and shipping virtually ceased within a few years due to Napoleon's trade embargo on Britain. Although Napoleon declared the Netherlands a kingdom of 1806 with Amsterdam as its capital, it was absorbed into the French Empire by 1810. And then in 1813, Russian Cossacks pushed away from the French and invaded the city. And William VI, Prince of Orange, was crowned King of the Netherlands in Amsterdam's new church on March 30th, 1814.
Well, hopefully it's not a spelling test.
Yeah. All right. So the modern city now, during the Napoleonic period, the foreign trade on which Amsterdam had prospered suffered significantly. With the restoration of Dutch power and commerce in the East Indies in the 1830s, the city began to recover its wealth. After 1850, the population grew steadily, and by the 1900s, it had doubled to 500,000. The economy's backbone was East Indian Commerce and allied manufacturing. Built in the 1870s, the North Sea Canal enhanced the port by giving direct access to the North Sea. During World War I, trade was disrupted in Amsterdam, but modest prosperity returned in the 1920s. The capital suffered particularly badly during the Great Depression and World War II. In 1940, the German Army invaded the Netherlands, and Allied bombers repeatedly struck industrial sectors. However, the expulsion of the city's 70,000 Jewish residents was the city's most significant loss. The Dutch resistance performed heroic feats in Amsterdam and numerous modest acts of bravery in defending. Okay, thank you. What do you want? Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, the Dutch resistance became heroic feats in Amsterdam and numerous modest acts of bravery in defending people persecuted by the Nazi dictatorship, such as Anne Frank's family, the city's Jews, and their historic district, on the other hand, were nearly completely eradicated. There was a complex reconstruction of historical sites in Amsterdam after the war. But by the 1950s, the economy was thriving. In the 1950s, the Netherlands was not a radical notion, and Amsterdam's history was generally conservative and respectable. The 1960s, on the other hand, ushered in a period of social and cultural transformation across the Western world, none more so than in Amsterdam, which embraced the libertarian radicalism for which it has become known ever since. The causes for the drastic transition are still being disputed. However, they include the long economic boom, the severity of religious structures in mainstream Dutch society in the mid-20th century, and typical Dutch tolerance of variety. Because of its radicalism, the city has a very open tolerance for recreational drug use and prostitution. Several radical movements developed in the 1960s and 70s, some of them very political and organized, but many of the fun and sarcastic, based on street theater. Public demonstrations frequently devolved into clashes with the increasingly befuddled and besieged police. Protests, confrontations, and riots over a range of political topics occurred in downtown Amsterdam regularly during 1980s. Again, now, you know, as Bobby is saying, probably all the old stuff, hopefully they've re-established, okay? In 1980s, including a princess, later Queen Beatrix wedding in 1966 and at her coronation march in 1980. Although the intensity of street protests decreased in the 1990s, there is still a radicalism in Amsterdam's public life that is difficult to find elsewhere. All right, so hopefully we find more exciting stuff, okay? All right, so the demographics. Amsterdam lies in the Western Netherlands in the province of North Holland, whose capital is Haarlem rather than Amsterdam. The river Amstel flows through the city center and links to a network of canals to the IJ. The city of Amsterdam is approximately 2 meters, 6.6 feet below sea level. Because the surrounding terrain is made up of huge boulders, it is flat. The Amsterdam's Bos, an artificial woodland, is located in the southwest. The lengthy North Sea Canal connects Amsterdam with the North Sea. Amsterdam has a population of approximately 1,000 people in 1300. During the 15th and 16th centuries, many cities in Holland saw population declines. In contrast, Amsterdam's population increased due to the lucrative Baltic maritime commerce growth following the Burgundian victory in the Dutch Hanseatic War. Nonetheless, city's population was small compared to the towns and cities of Flanders and Brabant, which made up the Low Country's most densely populated region. This changed when many inhabitants from the southern Netherlands fled to the north during the Dutch revolt. Notable after Antwerp fell to Spanish soldiers in 1585, Jews from Spain, Portugal, and Eastern Europe, and Germans and Scandinavians arrived in Amsterdam. Between 1585 and 1610, the population of Amsterdam more than doubled. It had a population of about 50,000 by 1600. Population peaked to 200,000 in 1660s, and for most of the 18th century, the city's population remained stable at approximately 240,000. After London, 676,000, Paris, 560,000, and Naples, 560,000. Amsterdam was the fourth biggest city in Western Europe in 1750. 324,000. This was even more surprising given that Amsterdam was not the capital nor the seat of the Dutch Republic, which was a considerable smaller state than England, France, or the Ottoman Empire. Unlike the other metropolises, Amsterdam was bordered by major towns like Leiden, population 67,000, Rotterdam, 45,000, and Haarlem, 38,000. And Utrecht, population 30,000. In the early 19th century, the city's population decreased, falling below 200,000 in 1820. Industrialization sparked new growth in the second part of the 19th century. The people of Amsterdam peaked at 872,000 in 1959 before losing in subsequent decades due to government-sponsored suburbanization to so-called Groningen growth centers such as Purmerend and Almere. Between 1970 and 1980, Amsterdam's population fell precipitously with a net loss of 25,000 inhabitants in 1973. Only 675,570 people lived in the city in 1985. Urbanization and gentrification quickly followed, resulting in increased population growth in the 2010s. The city of Amsterdam, as well as the Amsterdam metropolitan region around it, is heavily populated. Amsterdam area is 219.4 kilometers of land and has a population density of 4,457 people per kilometer and 2,275 homes per kilometer. Amsterdam's parkland and natural reserves account for 12% of the Amsterdam's demographics.
Okay. You did well with what was it? Participability.
Whatever it means. All right, so the religion there, 1900s, Christians constituted the city's most prominent religious group, with the Dutch Reformed Church accounting for 45% of the city's population and the Catholic Church accounting for 25%. Immigration from former colonies has shifted the religious demography of Amsterdam in recent years. Hinduism was brought in through Suriname's Hindu diaspora, while numerous different branches of Islam were brought in from worldwide. In Amsterdam, Islam has overtaken Christianity as the most popular non-Christian religion. The significant population of Ghanaian immigrants in the Bilgemuller neighborhood has constructed African churches, typically in parking garages. My daughter's laughing at me because I can't pronounce these. All right, what about the climate? Okay, so we're going to learn more fun stuff later on, guys, so stick with us. Okay, the city of Amsterdam and the majority of North Holland is located in USDA hardiness zone 8B. Snow in Amsterdam is more familiar with easterly or northeasterly winds from the European continent's interior. Even yet, because Amsterdam is surrounded on three sides by vast bodies of water, has a strong heat island effect, nights seldom drop below 5 degrees Celsius, and but Hilversum, 25 kilometers southeast, may easily reach 12 Celsius, 10 degree Fahrenheit. Summers are mildly warm with several hot days every month. In August, the average temperature in Amsterdam is 22 Celsius, 72 Fahrenheit, while temperatures of 30 Celsius or 86 Fahrenheit or higher are rarely recorded on 2.5 days on average, putting Amsterdam in AHS heat zone 2. On average, there are about 133 days a year with more than 1 millimeter of precipitation. Okay. Average annual precipitation in Amsterdam is 838 millimeter, 33 inches. Light rain or short showers account for the majority of the precipitation. During the colder months of October to March, cloudy and wet days are prevalent. And then the months of April and early June and mid-September and mid-October are best times to visit Amsterdam. Okay, so got that? April, early June, mid-September, mid-October. The weather in Amsterdam is expected to be good during these times, but museums and sites will be less crowded during the high summer tourist season. Mid-April is the finest time to visit Amsterdam to view the tulip fields in full bloom. Okay, so again, keep track of that when we have our test. Okay, the religion that we just went through this, right? Yes. Okay, and then the climate. All right, tourism, various forms, significant and increasing economic activity. Many people travel to Amsterdam for business or attend conferences, especially at the RAI Exhibition and Congress Center. Day excursions to Amsterdam are also quite popular because many sites can be seen on foot in a single day. And then you have to learn how to reach Amsterdam. So by air, you take the Schiphol International Airport, one of the world's busiest, located 15 kilometers southwest of the city center. Regular flight links link it to several locations around the globe. While KLM is the Dutch national carrier, other airlines that fly here include Air France, British Airways, Emirates, Lufthansa, Singapore Airlines, and US Airways. From the airport, you may simply take a public bus or rent a cab to your accommodation. By road, despite the Netherlands' well-kept and state-of-the-art highway network, driving to Amsterdam may not be the best option due to the city's many one-way streets and inadequate parking spaces. Even if you go in, it's best to park your car somewhere and explore the sites by bike, foot, or public transportation. How about by water? Amsterdam is an important European marine port. Taking a cruise to Amsterdam is a unique and luxurious way to travel. And then by train, Amsterdam has good train connections to the majority of European cities from London, Brussels, Paris, Frankfurt, and Berlin. High-speed trains go to Amsterdam. A train ride to the Dutch capital has its advantages since it allows you to see the beautiful countryside. It is advised that you take the Eurostar from London with a change to Brussels to Amsterdam, taking less than 7 hours. How long? Less than 7 hours. Places to see. Okay, so yeah, Amsterdam's a wonder of intervention built on a reclaimed ground, still brims with the aspiration, religious tolerance, and entrepreneurship that fueled the Netherlands. 17th century golden age when the country led the globe in commerce, naval power, culture, and economic strength. This is the city of Rembrandt, Anne Frank, the Red Light District, Johan Cruyff, and the Dutch East and West India companies. It's a world full of exciting history, mesmerizing art, and time-tested architecture. Below is a list of the finest places one must see in Amsterdam. You have the Museum Plein. More culture may be found in just one plaza in the Museum Quartier than most other cities. The Museum Plein is located in the Amsterdam's affluent Oud-Zuid neighborhood, which is known for its opulent homes, upscale stores, Vondelpark, and the city, which is the city's favorite park. However, the grassy square and its cluster of world-class institutions must be your primary objective. The Van Gogh Museum, the Rickshawer Museum, the Schedulic Museum, and the Concertgebouw, one of the best places to visit in Amsterdam to see a classical symphony, are all included here. After the erection of the Rickshawer Museum in the 1880s, the area took shape and the square was re-landscaped in 1999. The site hosts outdoor activities and celebrations throughout the year, including a skating rink from November to February. The Van Gogh Museum, opened in 1973, houses the world's most incredible collection of works by Vincent van Gogh and is one of the best tourist attractions in Amsterdam. This collection comprises 200 paintings, 500 plus sketches, and 750 letters by contemporaries and influences such as Monet, Rodin, Toulouse-Lautrec, Signat, Monet, and Gauguin, as well as works by contemporaries and influences such as Rodin, Monet, Signat, and so on. Monet, sorry. Van Gogh's work is shown chronologically with results from Nunand, Antwerp, 1880 to 86, Paris, 1886 to 88, Arles, 1888 to 1889, Saint Remy, 1889 to 90, and Aversaris, 1889 to 90, on display in 1890. Sunflowers, almond blossoms, bedroom in Arles, and wheat field with crows are among the must-try dishes. The Van Gogh Museum is the most visited in the Netherlands with over 2.1 million visitors each year. Other places to see: the Rickshawer Museum, purpose-built neo-Gothic castle in a fantastic display for Dutch art, applied art, historical relics, beckoning you through 800 years of Dutch history. Approximately 8,000 items are on display at any given time, with the collection of Dutch Golden Age paintings serving as the museum's apex for many. Classics like as Johannes Vermeer's The Milkmaid, Rembrandt's The Night Watch, and Frans Hal's Portrait of the Young Couple. Delftware, textiles, glass, armor, clothing, sculpture, and magnificent 17th century dollhouses will take you on a journey through Dutch culture and creativity and become a point of interest for tourists in Amsterdam. Anne Frank's house, located on the Pressenekdok, maintains the hidden annex where the young diarist Anne Frank hid from the Nazi persecution from 1942 until 1944, when she was arrested, and her family and 4 other residents. The apartments are located behind the 17th century canal mansion that served as the Dutch headquarters of the spice and gelling firms Frank's father Otto worked. After the Holocaust, Otto was the Frank family's lone survivor, and he published his daughter's journal in 1947. The original copy of the seminal work and pictures and mementos from the Frank family and other 4 residents of the annex are displayed. How about Schedulic Museum, which has been open since 1895 and is dedicated to modern and contemporary art from Vincent van Gogh forward, is the 3rd of the Trinity of the Cultural Giants Museum line. All of the significant Dutch art movements are represented, including Neo-Impressionism, De Stijl, Bauhaus, Cobra, and pop art, becoming a part of a few of the major attractions of Amsterdam. Painting, sculpture, installation art, video art, prints, posters, graphic design, artist publications are among the mediums available. And then Carol Apple, Piet Mondrian, Kandinsky, Cezanne, Piet Mondrian, Andy Warhol, I know that one, Chagall, Matisse, Jackson Pollock, and Gilbert and George, to mention a few, are among the artists represented. How about the Heineken Experience, massive 19th century brewery building in the Pijava neighborhood, reopened as a museum to one of the world's favorite Pilsners when Heineken relocated to a new site on Amsterdam's outskirts in 1988. This had grown into the Heineken Experience. Okay, thank you. Are you leaving? Do you need this? Okay. Sorry, guys. Almost. Okay. All right. So this had grown into the experience, with spans 4 floors, and tells the story of the brand's beginnings in 1873, when a student of Louis, thank you, Pasteur collaborated with Gerald Adrian Heineken to produce a unique yeast is a must-see tourist attraction in Amsterdam. There are still brewing artifacts on display, such as massive, come get me before you leave. On display, such as massive copper containers, as well as multimedia exhibitions, a strange 4D experience that shows what it's like to be brewed and bottled, and of course, a tasting bar. Leidslaplein. If you're going out in Amsterdam, you'll almost certainly end yourself on Leidensplein. Discos, cinemas, theaters, restaurants, and a casino are all located in this prominent area. The Bulldog, Amsterdam's most renowned coffee shop, is located on Leidensplein. At the same time, De Melkweg is a legendary music venue that has hosted the Beastie Boys, U2, and Prince, to mention a few. In the summer, Leidensplein is dominated by restaurant and cafe terraces, where people gather to see jugglers, living statues, breakdancers, and buskers perform. The neo-Renaissance Stadschauberg, the former home of the National Ballet and Opera. When AFC Ajax achieves a major victory, there is generally a large celebration on the steps of this monument. In 1987, there is an iconic image of Johan Cruyff hoisting the Cup Winners' Cup aloft over the plaza. How about the Royal Plaza? Massive structure on Dam Street Square wasn't always a palace. It served as Amsterdam's municipal hall in the middle of the 17th century. This famous monument in Amsterdam, made of yellowy sandstone imported from Bethlehem, Germany, depicted a confident metropolis and was once thought to be Europe's most incredible secular structure. In 1806, Louis Napoleon transformed the structure into a palace, and there remain many relics from the building's previous life as a municipal hall. The Atlas sculpture above the pediment represents Amsterdam's pivotal position in world events during the Golden Age. The Burgerzaal is a magnificent marble hall with Blau's maps and figurative sculptures of the 4 elements on its arches for Amsterdam's all-powerful burgomasters. Louis Napoleon's quartz empire-style sculpture, furnishing, chandeliers, and bronze pendulum clocks are still in place, infused with mythical symbolism, and a must-see place of Amsterdam. I should have saved this one for you, Christine. No. Woo. All right, more places to see. The Amsterdam Museum. It's hard not to be curious about a city constructed on stilts and known for free thought, tolerance, Johan Cruyff, the Dutch East India Company, architecture, innovation, a famed red light district, and much more. You have the artist, Amsterdam Royal Zoo, founded in 1838. The historic institution in the Plantage neighborhood is Amsterdam's and Netherlands' oldest zoo. Artist appeal stems partly from its old structures, such as the library, 1867, aquarium, 1882. Children will, of course, be enthralled by the animal collection, which includes over 900 species. There are Asian elephants, chimps, giraffes, caiman, a wild variety of turtles, tortoises, snakes, lizards, and predators such as jaguars, lynx, Alaskan wolves, lions, to name a few. Artist also has a botanical attraction with over 200 tree varieties and oak in the chimp enclosure, estimated to be at least 250 years old. Then you have Amsterdam Central Station, the famed Dutch architect Pierre Cuypers constructed the Amsterdam Central Station, which was completed in 1889. Cuypers, hope that's right, also created the Rickshawer Museum, and there are parallels between 2 ancient structures if you look closely. For many, the station's construction signaled that Amsterdam was finally ready to move on and leave the golden age behind. The Amsterdam Central, oh, sorry, my thing. Can you guys hear me okay? My thing just said, I think the battery's dying. You guys still hear me okay? Yes, okay, thank you. The Amsterdam Station is one of Europe's most sophisticated. It was kind of like a ghost behind me, you know. So, of Europe's most sophisticated busiest railway stations, and it provides a spectacular entrance into the city of Amsterdam for visitors, particularly for first-timers. Then you have Dam Square. This crowded area is only 5-minute walk from down the Damrock from Central Station, bustling with inhabitants and visitors day and night. There is always something going on regardless of the weather. It's fun to go about the city and take in the sights. However, if you have an entertaining and informative commentary, an efficient route, and knowledge of hidden jewels, your holiday time will be better spent. All right, more things to do. Countless things to do in Amsterdam in any weather, and many of the most gratifying experiences are found outside of the city's well-trodden tourist pathways. We've narrowed down the options to this crucial guide to help you navigate the variety of delights. Cycle to hidden gems. In Amsterdam, there are approximately 800,000 bicycles. There are more bicycles than humans. Cycling in Amsterdam makes your life simpler by the city's unrivaled network of cycling lanes and flat terrain. Amsterdam consistently ranks first on lists of the world's most cycle-friendly cities, and there's no better way to see the go sightseeing in Amsterdam than on two wheels. Get on your bike and ride to Slaughterplas for a swim in the large lake, or pedal to Arekerk Eiland de Amstel for a tour of the 12th century village idol full of historical sites. From the comfort of your saddle, you can explore many of Amsterdam's best kept secrets. How about try herring from a herring cart? Raw herring may seem intimidating to the inexperienced, but it is something that every tourist to Amsterdam should try. Ask for a Bruges haring, which is the fish served in a tiny sandwich with pickles and onions. And you'll see herring handles, herring carts all around the city. When the herring is believed to be at its tastiest, May and July is the most significant time to try raw herring. Are you still hungry? During your stay in Amsterdam, see if you can eat your way through all these classic Dutch delicacies, okay? See windmills, countryside, and beaches. If you're staying in town for more than a few days, take a day excursion to see the many sights in the region. A vast panorama of beautiful countryside, beaches, windmills, and ancient towns is within short distance from Amsterdam, easily accessible from the city center. The lovely city of Haarlem, only 20 minutes by train from Amsterdam Central, is rich in history and culture, as well as diverse range of shops, cafes, restaurants. Suppose you prefer to relax on the beach. In that case, the magnificent golden links of Bloemendaal, IZ, and Zandhoek aan Zee will be pleased to accommodate you with golden sands and dunes and various activities to do in Amsterdam. How about the sea, windmills, countryside, beaches? You're staying in town for more than a few days. Take a day excursion to see the many sights in the region. A vast panorama of beautiful countryside, beaches, windmills, ancient towns within a short walking distance, easy accessible, lovely city of Haarlem, only 20 minutes by train from the Amsterdam Central, is rich in history and culture, as well as a diverse range of shops, cafes, and restaurants. Didn't we just read that? Immerse yourself in culture at Westergas. This extensive collection of old industrial buildings in Westerpark was once the city's municipal gasworks. Westergas has been turned into a vibrant cultural center with a wide range of appealing bars, restaurants, coffee roasters, a microbrewery, an art house, cinema, and a slew of other creative companies. Regular food markets, mini festivals, and events such as the lively Sunday market held on the first Sunday of every month. Visiting this market are one of the fun things to do in Amsterdam. How about catching a free ferry to Amsterdam's Noord's renovated shipyard? Many tourists to Amsterdam never make it north of Amsterdam Central Station, which is pity given the thriving food, drink, and cultural scene that has sprung up on the other side of the canal, and a lot of fun activities in Amsterdam. There is a short free boat ride will take you to several destinations, including Cultural Hub, NDSM, where you can enjoy a variety of fashionable waterside hangouts, as well as numerous festivals and events. Go to a concert at a world famous venue, whether you want to listen to the live music in a grand concert hall or a little dive bar. Amsterdam has you covered. Paradiso, Paradiso or whatever, Paradiso, housed in a converted church, has hosted legendary performers such as the Rolling Stones, the Sex Pistols, and continues to present a stellar lineup of worldwide talent. Concert Biao is a stately dame known for her outstanding acoustics and lineup of world-class orchestras and wild range of famous performers. The intimate setting of the Rue de Bioscope, a 100-year-old former cinema, allows the audience to engage with the acoustic musicians. All right, how about culture and film, architecture across IJ? Since its opening in spring of 2012, the stunning White Eye building has quickly become one of Amsterdam's most recognizable sights, dominating the vista from the southern banks of the IJ behind Central Station. The Eye Film Museum is a must-see in Amsterdam for film enthusiasts, with a permanent exhibition space that features retrospectives and contemporary shows, an extensive film library, theater, and excellent cafe bar with a waterside patio from behind Central Station. Board the free Boekslauwrig boat, which takes 3 minutes. The Amsterdam City Card entitles you to free admission to the Eye Film Museum. Wake up and smell the tulips. Tulips are a distinctive emblem of Dutch culture, and a vacation to the Netherlands would be incomplete without seeing these magnificent blossoms. If you're in Amsterdam in the spring, take a 20-minute, thank you, a 20-minute journey out to the world famous tulip fields, Bollen Street, which sprawl across kilometers of lowland fields between Haarlem and Leiden in colorful stripes. The bulbs flow out of bouquets, geez, at the Bloemen Market, fill the windows of the Tulip Museum, and seem to spring forth from every conceivable planter during the Tulip Festival, which lasts the whole month of April, okay? Tulip Festival, April. How about Pink Beach, Amsterdam? When this 800-meter Pink Beach bar in Amsterdam North opens, you can practically place your toes in the pink sand. Pink will be used for umbrellas, pools, seats, palm trees, and beverages. Mama Kelly, a completely pink restaurant that attracts influencers, demonstrates that pink is popular in the Dutch city. You may order meals and beverages in addition to resting on the beach chairs. There's something for everyone, from the Palm Springs burger to the nacho salad bowl, or the Pink Beach special salad. To top it off, you can get a Barbie's pink G&T or mermaid tears, which we've always wanted to try. Sounds kind of good, huh? All right. The 100, and these are canal cruises, okay? Now something else that they can do. So 165 canals that run through Amsterdam were built in the 17th century to improve the city's transit system and promote trade. This UNESCO World Heritage Site now characterizes the landscape of Amsterdam. One of the most delicate things to do in Amsterdam's urban canal ring and the other waterways is to take a boat trip. Champagne Cruise with Friendship, Amsterdam's boat excursions, refused to cruise the city's notorious red light district's waterways for many years. However, with its Champagne Canal cruises in Amsterdam, the new Friendship Cruise line shattered the norm. You'll pass Hortus Botanicus, the Amstel, the Skinny Bridge, the Maritime Museum, and other famous landmarks in Amsterdam are in addition to the red light district. Candlelight dinner cruise. The Amsterdam Jewel Cruises dinner cruises are recommended for couples who want to spend. As you board the magnificent wooden boat, which dates back to 1898, you'll undoubtedly sense a sense of enchantment in the air. It's one of the most intimate trips you can take without arranging a private boat, because each boat can only hold 20 people. While there be no narrative like on a typical boat trip, the skipper will point out famous landmarks in Amsterdam are along the route. The 3-course meal is the main feature you'll enjoy during the unhurried tour, which lasts around 2 hours and 45 minutes. And then you have the Blue Boat, company's historic tour, the Rijksmuseum Museum, Canal Cruise in Amsterdam, offered by Blue Boat Company, is a great boat trip for history and art enthusiasts. The unique trip was created in collaboration with the Rijksmuseum Museum and takes in places that influenced the museum's art collection. You'll visit Rembrandt's house, as well as the location where he painted the Night Watch and other works. All right, where to eat in Amsterdam? Finding traditional a local restaurant in Amsterdam may be difficult because traditional, the town was right, you could actually window shop. All right, can be difficult. The traditional Dutch dishes are more suited to home cooking than a night out. You'll likely see substantial meals anchored on beef, mashed potatoes, and greens, though through any home's notorious uncontained windows. Jan's, in this old apothecary's store with a canal outlook, classics with a contemporary twist are the order of the day. From the cuisine to the imported marble tabletops, everything there has an understated elegance, spread across various rooms with essential yet elegant decor. Chef Geron Robert's food is solid and flavorful, whether it's the Dover sole hanger steak or lobster risotto, while supper is the main event. They also serve great lunch and cheerfully accommodate children, making one of Amsterdam's best places to eat. De Kos. A trip to De Kos is a necessity. If you're looking for the best, freshest vegetables, tastefully prepared, they provide a fixed daily menu. You just pick how many dishes you want, cooked with vegetables and herbs produced in their nursery, which dates back to 1926. Their farm-to-table credentials are immaculate, and the meals highlight the finest qualities of each item. How about Soto Pizza? Quality pizza was a novelty in a city with so many Italian eateries. That is no longer the case. Delicate dough with a flawlessly charred crust, San Marzano tomato sauces, and melting pools of buffalo mozzarella has given birth to 2 new locations and membership in the renowned Associazione Versace Pizza Napolitana. One of only 2 in the country is the top restaurant in Amsterdam. It doesn't get much better than that, when it comes to pizza. And then Stort, a vast south-facing area on the banks of the river Ige, is one of the best places in Amsterdam to eat fresh fish and shellfish. A free boat will take you over the water to Noord, where you can eat entire lobsters, oysters, catch of the day specialties, and delectable seafood platter. If the weather is nice, get a glass of ice cold white wine, take a seat on the terrace to watch the river traffic go by. Then you have Mothers, a quirky city center eatery adorned with photos of customers' actual mothers. It's all about the stamp pot. The combination of mashed potatoes, cabbage, bacon, and sausage, closest thing the Dutch have to the national meal, is quite a plateful, especially when it comes with an additional meatball. There's a lot more to pick from, but some come hungry and skip the appetizers. The quantities are massive. Wild Zwinzen, the wild boar, has become a trendy and more popular hotspot in Oost, thanks to the industrial, shabby chic decor and ever-changing daily menu of the modern Dutch cuisine. This place has become one of the top restaurants in Amsterdam. The concept is simple. Select 3 or 4 dishes, drink a glass of wine, let the chef work its magic with fresh seasonal ingredients. Try the boar though. If you're looking for something a little lighter, walk next door to the Eat Bar, where smaller individual dishes start at just £7. Cannibal Royale. This top restaurant in Amsterdam is nestled down in the basement of the Pijip, is a paradise for all things char grilled. So meat lovers rejoice. Perfect burgers. Try the house specialty with pulled pork, jerk style roast chicken, and the most delicate ribs in town are just a few of the highlights. If you're a steak fan and you're hungry, here is a place you're protected with their 1 kilogram absurd, which must be brought 24 hours in advance. Their craft beer program is also fantastic, with a rotating selection of local breweries on tap. And then how about pesca? Have you ever been to a self-described fish theater? No, we don't think so, but exactly what does that imply? Pesca greets you with a glass of champagne while you browse the day's catch. Cod, mussels, octopus, scallops, elegantly set out on ice. You take a table, wait for the dish of a nearly perfectly cooked fish. Once you've made your pick, beverages and sides have been added. The food is complemented with a buzzy, fast-paced environment, making it a perfect starting place for a night out.
You had me add wine and craft beer. I'm just saying.
I like the pizza and spaghetti better. All right.
Steaks.
Eddie's Spaghetti. Instead of going to the stuffier and more expensive Italian eateries in the city center and west, go to this cozy small cafe in Oist. Their pasta menu is small but sweet, with dishes like linguine alla cazzo, alla arrabbiata, and delicious lamb ravioli and thin crust pizzas. Leave room for the handsome tiramisu, and if you're feeling very indulgent, get a Negroni from the bartender. It's one of the finest in town. What's a Negroni? All right, Restaurant Blau. Head to the high sealed room in the Oid Zuid neighborhood, slightly southwest of Mondel Park, for a contemporary twist of Indonesian cuisine. This lively place may be named Blue, but it's decorated in black, white, and red with a mural-sized family photo adjoining one wall. Traditional recipes, including vegan alternative, are available to try. The experience menu for a taste of Indonesian sweet cuisine.
I have no idea what that word was, but I just love hearing you try to
Try to
juggle
pronounce
these
it.
words. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
So you ought to reread all this again. And
No, thank you.
yeah.
See, there it is. Marlene knows it's an Italian cocktail. So we'll have to check that out. All right, where to stay? Look at that. All right, choose from elegantly converted ancient canal homes, sleek and chic boutique B&Bs, sumptuous short stay flats, as well as more unusual choices such as houseboats, a converted tram depot, and even a crane. Who wants to stay in a crane? That's weird. Budget travelers are also catered for, with cheap beds plentiful in the city's hostels and campground.
Cranes are underrated. I'm just saying.
Flying Pig downtown. The hostel is clean, spacious, well managed by former travelers who understand the demands of backpackers. With mixed dorms, some of which have queen-size bunks, sleeping two, it's understandably popular and a great place to stay in Amsterdam. Hotel Prissenhof. Since 1813, the modest one-star inn has been providing bed and breakfast. The 11 rooms are big and nicely designed, making it one of the best affordable alternate places to stay in Amsterdam, although reservations are required. Then you have De La Europe Amsterdam. Beautiful old timer, offers a prime riverfront position, plenty of Finnish charm. These accommodations are the best place in Amsterdam to stay because they are spacious and luxurious, and there is a 2 Michelin star restaurant, Bordeaux, a spa, and lavish Freddy's bar. Waldorf Astoria. The hotel features 93 rooms and suites in beautiful, relaxing, neutral hues, housed in a set of linked 17th century canal houses is one of the city's most prominent neighborhoods. Except for the exorbitant price, it's difficult to find any flaws. And then Hotel de Holland, this spectacular transformation of this 1902 tram depot has generated a lot of attention. The 55 rooms appear suspended inside the structure with original rails on the dining room floor and a vaulted glass ceiling. Then we have Meissen Rica. This beautiful alternative is housed in a former art gallery and offers two, test time, nicely decorated quiz-sized bedrooms on the second and third floors, as well as a shop across the street. Owned by fashion designer Ulrika Lundgren. Lloyd Hotel, this old jail and refugee workers hostel in the Oyster Eastern Docklands neighborhood has been converted into a cultural embassy, complete with an art center and an art gallery with rooms ranging from one-star affairs with communal bathrooms to five-star suites. The hotel caters to a wide range of travelers. Hotel Adelis, in an ancient canal house near Waterloopland, a popular and pleasant four-story hotel, no lift. There are 10 clean, though a bit dated rooms available and public dining space. And then you have the Hotel Arena, trendy four-star hotel located a short distance east of the city center, features split-level rooms in soothing gray or cream, the bar and the small restaurant with garden patio, as well as bustling late-night club housed within the ancient chapel provide a beautiful, calm feel. All right, let's take the quiz, guys. Woo! Glad that one's over. You guys have your thinking caps on? I hope you guys remember all those dates and everything.
That was a lot of reading. Hope somebody has good memory.
Woo! All right, so
I actually thought she was gonna do it, go over it again.
Nope, not me. All right, but took a lot longer than 30 minutes, right? So, okay, which massive structure on Dam Square wasn't always a palace and served as Amsterdam's municipal hall in the middle of the 17th century? Again, make sure everybody's ready. We want you all to pass so you can get your certificate, okay? So, which one was it? The Anne Frank House, the Royal Palace, the Museumplein. All right, Bobby's saying the Museumplein. Are you guessing or you know? Okay, so Glenda, if again, they probably have the questions out of order, so we'll get to your questions. So let's go ahead and answer them. And then once we get down, so what time of the year one can experience tulips blooming? That was April. Okay. All right. They're out of order. Yeah, so we'll pay attention to that. Okay, so he was guessing on this one. So anybody know the Dam Square wasn't always a palace?
Royal Palace?
Royal? Okay, let's try that. How many canals were built in the 17th century? Is it 165, I thought?
Yeah, 165. Mommy.
Thank you. Which museum has been open since 1895 and dedicated to modern contemporary art inspired by Vincent van Gogh? Wait, slow down, okay? Don't worry, Stacy. We'll make sure you get your answers. What we do is we go down, we answer them all, and then we go back and make sure everybody gets some. All right? So we think it's the Van Gogh? Van Gogh, thank you. When was Van Gogh Museum opened in Amsterdam?
73.
73 or 83?
1983.
We'll try that. Okay, Reese.
I thought
Okay,
it was
we have
73.
1883. Okay, we have a lot of people saying 1883. All right, so we'll try that. All right, blank is one of Europe's most sophisticated and busiest railway stations, provides a spectacular entrance into the city of Amsterdam. Is that Central Station or Amsterdam Central Station? Amsterdam
Central.
Central.
That just hurt my head.
Sorry.
And I did clarify, I looked up on the net, Van Gogh was 73, the museum,
1873 or 1973?
1973.
Thank you. All right, what restaurant is completely pink? Wasn't that Mama Kelly?
Mama Kelly.
Mama Kelly.
All right. Which of the following cruises is recommended for couples in Amsterdam?
Candlelight.
Is it
Candlelight.
all of them? Just candlelight? Okay.
Oh,
But if I go pink, I'll never go back, right? Isn't that what they say?
oh my God.
Possibly. All right, when is the best time to visit Amsterdam? April, all of the above, right?
All the above.
All
So
right.
what did we put for the couples in Amsterdam? What did we put there?
They said
Candlelight.
candlelight. I was thinking
Candlelight?
all, but
Yeah, I wonder if it's all. Okay.
all right, we'll try. Amsterdam is the capital of which country? Netherlands?
Netherlands.
All right. Okay, guys. So again, go through your questions, make sure you got them all, and then we'll test, okay? So, which massive structure on Dam Square we're saying Royal? What time of the year to go? Oh, Harlem is the capital. Okay, so what is, none of them? Amsterdam is the capital of none?
I thought this was the test.
This is the test, but what I'm saying is everybody's got different questions or out of order. So we're just making sure everybody gets it.
So I got to write all this down and redo it.
If you want to get it right. All right,
Or
so
you can
Kevin's
watch
saying
the recording.
California.
It's saying which country. So California wouldn't be the right answer, right? Because that's a
Yeah.
state, not a country.
So say none?
None.
Okay. All right.
It's Netherlands.
Yeah, it's Netherlands.
Okay. Okay, you guys good? All right, let me test Netherlands. Oh, I was joking. Thanks, Kevin. No. All right, let's take it. Did everybody answer? Okay, make sure you answer everything and let's check it. Okay, everybody good?
I'm screwed.
Okay, we'll write it down, take a picture. Server. That's not good.
Did you get, that's what I got too.
Well, hey, that's how I like to submit my tests when the server breaks.
Yeah,
down.
watch the recording, Sandy says. How many canals? I think 165. Oh, no. Don't tell me. We just went through all that and it's not going to tell us if we passed or not.
Well, Manny, we got faith in you.
Let's try to get back in and see. That's not good, huh? Anybody
I got
else's?
mine.
Yours went through?
Yeah, I got my certificate.
Okay, cool. Okay, so which one was wrong? Kevin says we got 6 out of 10.
I got 8 out of 10, and
All
I
right.
can't figure out how to find out what I got right and what I got wrong.
Oh, no, okay. All right, I'm gonna clear out of this and go back in.
So are you going to go back to the website and like start all over?
Just go back in and
Yeah.
see.
I
So
prefer to just say the website was down and get issued a certificate.
that's fine, whatever you want, but we like to get our certificates and post and be done with it instead of going back, because you just spent an hour, so why go back when you can get it done now, right?
Well, going back would cause another hour, and
That's what I'm saying. So you go in right now because I don't have to reread it because we already read it. So now I'm just Amster. So now I'm just gonna arrow through. Was everybody able to go through?
But actually, I wanted to hear you reread it because that'd be funny to me.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
anyway.
thank you. We'll let you read. I'll Tuesday get on and Christine will let you read.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that might actually be interesting.
All right, Glenda Mystery. All right, let's find out what we missed, guys. See if you guys are able to see. I don't know what's happening.
I had to do that same thing. I have to go all the way back through it.
All right. Ooh, look at Liberty, 9 out of 10. Very good.
You broke it, Moni.
I know. Knows I'm getting ready to go on vacations. Come on. Essence got 9 out of 10. All right. So you guys got to give us the answers. All right. Because obviously we're doing something wrong.
I got 7 out of 10.
Okay. Did you pass?
No.
All right. So we need to go back in.
The one about the cruises for couples to Amsterdam.
That all of them?
I don't remember what I put.
I know we originally put that it was just the champagne one or whatever, but I think
Candlelight one.
The Van Gogh Museum open, that is not 1873.
It's 1973.
Oh, why did I put that? Okay. And then the museum open since 1985 is not Van Gogh. Which,
Oh, so it's 1895, that's not?
18, hold on one second. These are the
I
ones
think
I got
it's-
wrong.
Sorry.
I got
Every
3
time
wrong.
when you enter it again, it changes our answer.
I'm so confused.
No, not really.
Put it away.
These are
Which
wrong.
museum's been open since 1895? Does anybody know that one? Is this Royal?
I put Royal for that one, but I don't know if that one was wrong. I think it might have been Royal because I got 9 out of 10 and I put that one.
Okay, what about the museum? Anybody know the Contemporary Museum inspired by Vincent van Gogh?
I think that one might have been Van Gogh. Yeah.
Okay. One of Europe's sophisticated railway stations.
Amsterdam Central Station for that one.
Was it 165 canals?
I believe that was 165. Yeah.
Is this Netherlands or none of the above?
I think that's Netherlands.
And
Now,
then,
I got one wrong, so I don't know which one was wrong.
all right, and 1973?
I think I chose 1973 for that one. So it might come out to be 9 out of 10, hopefully.
All right.
What did
Oh,
you
8
get
out of 10.
for-
So yeah, I don't know which one of them, I don't know which one was wrong that I got.
What did 1983? For
No,
the Van Gogh?
1973.
73.
I
I
believe
didn't see
you.
that listed as an option.
Marnie, what did you get for Amsterdam as the capital of which country? Because it told me it was wrong. And I had
Netherlands?
How do you, where does it show it's wrong? Where do you see the wrong ones?
at the top of the page when the third time I clicked it, it came up at the top and it showed me the 3 that I had wrong.
Okay, because yeah, I got an 8 out of 10 too. So yeah, Stacy, go ahead and put the answers in there. You could just put like the answer itself. You don't have to spread it all out, or because again, it's not in any order. So and then we could go and let's make sure everybody passes. Okay, you need an 80 or more to pass. So let's make sure you all pass. All right, so I'm going to do it again. So I Googled it. Amsterdam is the capital of Netherlands. Okay, what about the massive structure? Is that one correct? And this is, I think, April. That's 165, 1973, Mama Kelly, all of the above. I would say all of the above, Netherlands. So the ones I'm questioning is this is Amsterdam Central Station. The couples cruise, I would say all of the above.
Yeah,
but
maybe that one was the one that's all of it, because I think I chose just candlelight for that
Right.
one. So maybe all of the above, maybe
okay,
is the correct one.
I don't know, but it's a couple, you know. This says friends and historical. Which of the following?
Right. I remember the candlelight was specifically for couples. I just
All right,
don't
let me
remember
try
the
that.
details for the other two.
Well, generally in these trainings, if you have an option, it's generally all the above, but I mean, that could be wrong as much as it could be right, but I found generally that's the option, so I don't know.
Okay, Amsterdam Central is the busiest. Okay, Amsterdam, so that's right. Okay, and then I'm still questioning these two, the massive structure and the museum that opened in 1895. Google's your best friend. And,
I thought the massive structure was Royal Palace.
okay. And then how about which museum opened in 1895? The best time to visit is all of them, I think, right? What museum opened in Amsterdam in 1895? Stedelijk.
That's what I put.
All right, let's try it. Do. Woo! 10 out of 10, baby. Yeah. All right, we got it, guys. Everybody pass? Everybody get their certificate?
Well, I guess I will when you forward that to me.
All right, you can be Marnie for a day. All right, so again, post your certificate. Let them know. Join us tomorrow. We're doing New York City, okay? And then Tuesday, what are we doing? We are doing on Tuesday, Caesars. So I have a question about Princess, okay? Go ahead, woohoo! Go ahead, Stacy.
I haven't received my login quite yet, so will I be able to do that on my own in order to participate in the tests later?
Yes. When did you do your form? Your
I think just last night, actually. I was going through all the suppliers.
Yeah, so it takes about 4 to 7 days. What I would do is follow up with Archer maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay.
Then once I do that with Princess Direct, I'll be ready to do the test.
Yep. And we have them all completed on my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. And I'm going to show you that, thank goodness, Sandy is amazing. She actually put them in order for us on our team page and our incentive voucher page. Okay. You guys should all be a part of our incentive voucher page. And she has the link. I think she put it up there. It's right here. Yep. So as you see here, and I'll post it in here again, every training we've done so far is here. Okay. Essence, I'll show you that. So if you go down here to Princess and Canard, you'll see that all the answers, it's just like here, they're recorded. Yes, share the certificate on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn. Hey guys, anybody looking to go to Amsterdam, I can help you. Okay, do that. But right here, Princess, if you guys want to get your free cruise, okay, you pay port taxes and fees. As an example, there was a 10-day cruise to Hawaii for 2 people, $240 total, okay? We get that through Princess and Canard, but you have to pass and do it. So we've done the training, okay, and it's in pieces, but get in there, and what I'm going to do is just pop through to each of the questions, and because I didn't, as you see, Courtney started filling in for me because I was traveling, and so I have to catch up. I think I'm only through number 4, so I have to catch up too. Glenda, just get out and try to go back in, you know, because I was finally able to get back in. And again, we'll wait for you guys to make sure you pass. All right. So as I said right here, these ones in yellow are ones that we are doing this month. Okay. Do you know how long the free cruise is? Anywhere from a 3-day to a 30-day. So somebody went on a going on an 11-day one. Shelly just went on one. I don't think it was that long. Yeah, you get a pick. Usually, I think this was how it was. The first Tuesday of the month, they will list which cruises are available for the agents, and you get to choose. So yeah, it's a free cruise. You have to pay port taxes and fees though. So just like I said, prior to COVID, there was one for Hawaii, a 10-day cruise. 2 people, $240 total. You could have brought 2 extra people at $75 each. So for less than $400, you could have gone on a 10-day cruise to Hawaii. That's why I'm saying, guys, that's why it's so important. I didn't register for Norwegian, okay? I was working full time. I wasn't booking. And Norwegian sent out to all the agents an overnight stay on the Norwegian cruise ship for free, because they were moving the ship over from you know, the European side to the West Coast, and they needed to get their staff prepared. So they invited the agents out. Thank goodness Eileen was an agent and her husband couldn't go with her, so she invited me. And we got steak, lobster, scallops. We got all the drinks, all the cocktails, all the desserts for free. Here we are. We got to go on the go-karts. So it's an overnight stay, balcony room. So what I'm saying is, no matter what, register for these cruise lines, because they're giving amazing deals. The cruise I'm going on Monday, $10 I paid. $10 I paid for that. Okay. So again, we got to go on this ship 24 hours for free. So don't miss it. If I miss a final, can I take it with the recording? Yes. So
they let you drive a go-kart?
Yep. We got to go on the go-kart.
No, I mean, they literally let you drive a
Yep,
go-kart.
because I'm a good driver. That's right. No. So yes, did you get to drive the ship? No, I didn't get to drive the ship, but you do. If you tell them you're an agent and stuff, a lot of times they'll take you into the captain's quarters and let you see all that. So what I'm saying, guys, is make sure you get in here and do these trainings. But again, as you see with the tests, they're kind of difficult, right? I mean, there was 23 of us on here and we all, missed 2 or 3, right? So what I'm saying is, it's always good to try to get in and do it together, okay? Again, if for any reason you can't take it at the time, at least write the answers down, okay? So, hey, come here. So I just wanted to share that with you. So as you see here, and I posted it here, all the ones that we've completed, okay? So like I said, Cunard is another one we get a free cruise on, okay? So we're taking that final test at the end of the month too. So you guys have about 3 weeks left to do it, or 2.5 weeks, okay? All right, yeah, you can meet my dog. I actually got 4 dogs. I got a blind 14-year-old and I got a 2.5-year-old German Shepherd that, drive me crazy. Yay, Diana passed. All right. Anybody else?
Somebody was getting killed.
It sounds like it sometimes. That's why I go crazy. Here, come here. I'll show you. Just don't look at my dirty room. I'm trying to do stuff, but let me show you my doggy. Hold on.
I'm still trying to get over your hair.
Shut up.
I don't even know how to do the background stuff.
You go to settings and you click background. So there, see all my nice stuff. We're remodeling and stuff. So here, come here. Come on. Aries, come here. Come on. Here, come here. Come on. Here, say hi. Come here. He's such a baby. He's actually my grandbaby because my
they're here to expect someone close to them.
Okay. All right.
Well, yeah, I know you got people coming in, but he looks cute.
He's actually my son's dog, but his girlfriend didn't like him, so he made me take care of him, and now I told him he's my dog now. So
yeah, I got the same problem in my family, but I just gotta feed him.
Yeah. All right. So if you complete the test, you're eligible for a free cruise. Yes, you have to complete the final thing, and then you get a certificate for it, guys. So, yeah. So that's Cunard and Princess that we get that. Yay, Turtle Run. Yes.
Hey, one more thing before we get off. You're gonna post the answers in the chat, but as soon as you close out of this Zoom, the chat goes away.
Right. So you have the recording that will be on my YouTube channel.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right.
I'll be posting that today. And then like I said, tomorrow we're doing New York.
Which makes me want to slip my wrist, but anyway.
Okay, that's nice. All right, so Caesars, St. Vincent's, Grenadines, St. Kitts, Kennedy Space Center, Wales, Marriott, Netherlands, Finnish AM Resorts, and Hawaii, another one we didn't complete, so we're going to finish that. If you want to jump in and catch up, again, AM Resorts and Hawaii's. We're going to add back in because Jamaica is amazing. So Essence, go ahead and ask your question. We're doing British Virgin Islands, Paris, Peru, Azamara, and then the finals. Okay. All right. I missed the France one. Is that on your YouTube? Yes. That one I just posted right up here. Right here.
Where can I find that document?
Which document? Oh, that is actually in our team website. So you're on Rising Tide.
Right.
So if you go into Rising Tide, under trainings, right here, live trainings.
Okay.
It's not going to be, they actually separated it into 4 different ones. Oops, that's the live one. We don't want that one. We want just the, I don't want the calendar. Here we go. So here there are 4 different flyers right here. So Sundays, Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Fridays.
But I can't get on that Excel sheet.
No, that's just my Excel sheet that I have. I mean, I could send it to you, but
Yeah, could you email it to me? I'll send you my email.
yeah, right. I don't know if it'll work in the thing.
Well, I'll send it. I'll DM you.
There, if you want to copy that, but yeah.
So Marnie, I have a clarifying question.
Okay.
So everything that's on your spreadsheet has to be completed? Is that what you're saying? Or should be recommended to be completed?
You mean everything here?
Yes.
No, this is just, we do this just for fun. You know what we do? This is just like a fun project that I started because my accountability partner kept saying, did you finish your princess yet? Did you finish, we want to book our cruise. Oh, I'll do it. And I never did. So I'm like, I'll do it. And so what I did was I thought, I'm going to put it on my calendar. And then I thought, why not invite other people to do these with me? Because again, it's kind of fun, right? We learn together, share the experiences. A lot of times, as you see, we had some people that had been to Amsterdam, shared their experiences. So it's kind of fun. Plus, you have help with taking your test. So we just decided I was doing it once a week. Then I started twice a week. Now I've added 4 times a week because it's a fun thing to do. You get to learn, about the, Disney. Of course, everybody loves Disney. That's a long one. Okay. So when we did it together, we had 45 people. Yay, Glenda. All right. But we had 45 people on our Disney test and we still missed like 4 or 5. So all these are just here for your own, if you want to do it, they're there. If you can't make, the live training, or if you want to learn, hey, I'm going to France. I want to learn about France or Egypt. When we were going to, on our cruise to Puerto Vallarta, we did a training for that. And I'm like, let's do that. So that way I know now I'm going to be going on this cruise, what to look for. So again, I always ask people, hey, okay, we're doing the calendar for April. What do you guys want to see or do or whatever? Plus a lot of these, like I said, Jamaica, we need to do an update. So I may go ahead and redo Jamaica altogether, so we can get that.
And not to interrupt you, but Disney was easy.
What?
Disney was easy.
Yeah, Disney, and it's a lot of fun. It's just long.
Like compared to Asmora or whatever, Disney took like an hour or whatever. I mean, Asmora took like 2 weeks. I mean, now I'm dealing with Royal and they say Princess is even more of a nightmare. So
yeah. So, and that's what I mean. So that's why the answers are all right here for you guys. So you can go through and do them. So all I'm saying is for Princess and Canard, we're doing the final test together. So if you want to do that with us, I suggest get in here and catch up so you can be ready for the final test. That's all, because the other ones, when we do these, like Marriott, we have to do an update on that. But a lot of them will send you, like Jordan. We did Jordan, I think it was, and they do fam trips. Jamaica does FAM trips, familiarization trips. So once you pass these academies and these, programs, you'll get invited to different events. You'll get promotional material and stuff. So that's why it's really important to finish them. Okay. Again, I did not get invited on that cruise ship because I didn't register. Okay.
Well, for instance, Patrice, she's big on Jamaica,
right?
And she was talking about it in Rise and Grind the other morning, and but so if you say, okay, well, I don't even know what ship it's through, and so what training would I complete to maybe be able to attend either at a, discounted rate or whatever promotional rate or free rate or whatever. I don't know how to do all that.
That's where you go right here to Jamaica and you do the training on Jamaica, and you're going to get tons and tons of promotional material right here, Jamaica. And if you look here, I'll pull it up on my thing here. Let's do Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy. How do you spell it? Jamaica. It's usually called what's it called? One Love. But as you see here, Travel Agent Academy, we need to update. Tourist Board, reminder, update. Vacation Express, Tourist Board, join us today. So you get invited to different events and stuff. They give away trips. They, right here. So they send you all kinds of promotional material, breaking news. Congratulations on this winner. Register now for, win a free night. I got 3 free nights when I went last year, right here, Chit Chat Thursdays. So when you do these trainings, you'll get added to these groups. That's why I always tell everybody to get a separate email. So, you can keep all this travel stuff separate. So One Love Rewards, this One Love, they do, $25, what do you call it? FAM trips. Okay. So right here, Jamaica's refreshing their website and stuff. So get up to date on the daily news and stuff. So Jamaica, they do a lot of stuff. So we're going to actually go through and redo this one because they've done an update and it is one of the top ones to visit. Okay. So again, all kinds of updates. Are the trainings listed in the certificate document all through? No, they're through different ones. So as you see here, we do the Travel Agent Academy, the TBO Academy. We do the University, Travmobile, Corporate Rewards, Outrigger. So no, one source, Academy, Travel Trade. So yeah, so we will tell you, just like on this sheet, we put the link in there because it's not always the same one, okay? Carnival was on, Go CCL, Royal Caribbean is on, yes. Yep. So again, you'll see the link, and just like here on Sandy's breakdown, she actually has the link for the training here and then the actual YouTube video. So she's been very good as far as keeping this up to date for us. And like I said, we'll redo Jamaica, but if you want to learn about Ireland, Italy, as I said, we just did New Orleans. They have a really cool wedding program that we didn't know about. So, we learned about that. Also, yeah, New Orleans right here. That was a 2-parter. One of the other really good ones was what we do, Jordan. You have a lot of people that liked the historical
church stuff.
The church, yeah. What is it called?
Biblical.
Yeah, what's the tour called? Anyway, yeah, like when you're going to Jordan, when I say about going to Jordan, Egypt, huh?
Not excursion?
No, the historic, the ones about Jesus and stuff. When I talk about, what are those called?
Oh, it's a religious.
Not a religious tour. Oh, well, it's on my promotion thing here. I'll pull it up. Anyway, I can't think of the name of it. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys for joining us. Here, see, I do the presentation. It's right here. If you want to learn about Holy Land tours, that's it. Holy Land. Jordan had amazing itineraries for that. Okay, guys. So again, right here is Jordan. We just did that one. Again, it's just a fun way to learn about the different vendors, learn about the different destinations, and then you post your certificate. Hey, I'm now a specialist, and you can help. Okay. So
one more question, and I know you're tired of me, but so like with everything going on in Ukraine, if I'm booking a travel to Eastern Europe or something, I
probably wouldn't. But.
Yeah. So how would you deal with that?
Well, again, France, she got a free cruise through Princess and booked an 11-day Princess cruise to Russia. So I don't know what she's doing because she's supposed to be going, I think, next month. She asked me to go and it was like, ah. So, yeah, so I don't know. Again, when you're a travel agent, you need to be up to date. You need to go into your back office and, and get on the travel cafe. Travel cafe for Jose, because he's always letting us know what's going on in the industry, what's happening, what's open, what's closed. So yeah, so every morning he's on telling us, and then they'll also post in the travel cafe. So just stay, the main thing is stay plugged in, know where to look, know where to go. Always go into your travel cafe, find out what's going on. COVID, here's information on COVID. Here's, a shout out to the suppliers. And then subscribe to the newsletter, the travel cafe, get in here and we try to share this in our groups all the time too. Whenever they're on, we share it in our Facebook group. So, make sure you're part of this so you know what's going on. And again, if you have any out of the country travel, yeah, you probably want to make sure to follow up, and because you don't want to have somebody stuck over there or, so that's why we always tell them, take out insurance. You always want to offer insurance on your trips. If they decline it, have them sign something, because if they come back and say, well, he never offered it to me.
That's another question, because I've heard mixed opinions on, so some people are like, well, I always, especially with group booking, I always make them sign a contract or a liability waiver or something. And then I've heard people say, no, I just submit the credit card authorization and their information and their ID. And I, if it's 21 days, and I submit whatever I have to Archer. But so point being, some people like I buy and sell cars, so I've got files, right? So like if a customer comes in, I've got a pre-made file, right? And they fill it out and so on and so forth. What's your view on paperwork?
Well, again, you're with Jennifer. Jennifer is the most organized business,
yeah, she's been very helpful.
Yeah, so I would go with her. I, as you see from my desk, very unorganized. So don't even ask me.
Well, you can blame it on the dog.
I know, yeah. But what I do, because again, I don't do a lot of the big bookings. Okay, I've done a couple, but I usually just do for family and friends. So I don't have documentation, paperwork and stuff, because it's my family and friends. Okay. But yeah, that, of course, your credit card authorization form, of course, you know, there's a form out there again with the waiver that I think Yanni shared, that you want them to sign off. No, I do not want the insurance, because then you have that in your document with their signature saying.
Right, so they can come back on.
Right, because so many people, you know, can do that, and well, you know, the flight got delayed. They wanted to book their own flight or something, and now they can't cancel their hotel. Well, based on the hotel, it was a no cancellation. Are you know, you want insurance for it? No, I don't. Okay, well, right here it says that, and you signed off on it. So there's nothing I can do. You know, so that's why it's very important to look at the rules when you're doing your bookings. Make sure everything is covered and documented, because again, CYA. Okay, so whether you have it on, you know, an internal on your online paper, DocuSigns, whatever, many ways to do that. And again, you know, once you get on the trainings, they have, you know, the live trainings for how to do bookings.
Yeah,
how to
yeah,
close
I
it.
understand that.
Right.
But so if a client though, say, so all right, you send the paperwork over and you say, you know, hey buddy, here's a quote. You accepted the quote. I need you to sign this, you know, waiver of liability. You don't want the insurance or whatever. Here's the form. But and so he gets to the airport and he doesn't like it or whatever, flight's delayed or whatever. How can you possibly retain that customer, especially when he calls you and he's like, "Hey, so I got to the airport."
Thank you, Karen. Okay, so what you want to do then, that's when I always talk and say, use our incentive vouchers. I'm so sorry your flight was delayed. You know, let me give you a consolation. Here's a 7-night stay at our, you know, with our incentive vouchers that we have. So again, you offer them that, just something to say, here you go, let me help you. You know, it's at least something, you know, the 7-night stay, it's $400 for a 7-night stay, but they have 3,500 locations to choose from. So again, those are things that, you know, you come up with, you know, you made $200 or $300 or $500 on the commission and stuff. So, you know, you can go ahead and, you know, maybe pay the redemption fee on these. Thank you, Essence. So like right here, these are incentive vouchers that we've done a training on. Offer them a 7-night, you know, hotel voucher or the cruise voucher. As, you know, thank you for booking with me. I'm sorry your trip didn't go as planned. Here's, you know, a 7-night resort stay. You have 2 years to use it. There are some terms and conditions that apply. Again, you as the booking agent have the option to pay the redemption fee, and then they have 2 years to use it, or they pay it. And then the total taxes and fees is only $400 for 7 nights up to 4 guests. So, you know, offer them that. That's, you know, I've had some people that have, you know, gone to a hotel, had a bad experience. So they said, thank you for booking with me. Here's a resort stay, or here's a for all inclusive, or here's a 4-night cruise. So
I can find all this on your YouTube channel.
Yep, on the YouTube channel, also in the incentive group that we have. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Marnie.
You're welcome.
Do I pronounce your name correctly? Is
Yeah.
it Marnie?
Marnie, like Barney, Marnie.
Marnie? All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Stacy, on here, none of these are free, okay? What these are they're discounted. They're promotional things to try to get people, customers, okay? Promote yourself. Taxes and fees apply. So as you see here, yes, I will. Let me do that. So right here, as you see, it, Sandy again has created this for us. So you guys, oops, that's not what I wanted. But this shows you the redemption fee, okay?
So
How much
I paid the redemption fee, and then they would
pay that
23 or 446.
Yep. You don't have to pay this though. I don't recommend it, because what these are, again, are kind of like highly discounted Groupons or something. They're not free, but what they are they're very, people have to be flexible pretty much, okay? They're used to fill rooms. They're used to, okay, we're giving you a 4-night cruise because we know that once you get on that cruise ship, you're going to gamble in our casino. You're going to buy in our stores. So they're going to make up money with the cocktails, okay? Just like the 7-night hotel stay and stuff. What they do is try to upsell them. The excursions, car rentals, airline, etc. Okay. You as the agent offering these, just like if you did a farmer's market and drop a card in and try to, win this 7-night resort stay. In the card, it put, I want to learn about making money in travel, or I want to, so I can't talk. I want to get a trip to Disney. So when you get home, you pull out all these cards that tried to, get the 7-night resort stay, and you would now have 50 possible business partners, 50 possible clients. You're going to call up each one and say, hey, Glenda, great seeing you today at the farmer's market. You entered to win this 7-night resort stay. Well, guess what? You won. Congratulations. You also wanted to learn about how to make money in travel. Well, we actually have a live webinar starting in about an hour. Can you, I'll send you the information. Once it's over, we'll go over any questions. Right now, I'm doing a group cruise or something. Okay. So right there, great way, again, market yourself. So next one, you're going to call up and say, hey, Kevin, nice seeing you today at the farmer's market. You entered to win the 7-night cruise or 7-night resort. Guess what? You won. You also wanted to find out about a trip to Disney. Great. We have Disney's got amazing deals right now. Let me go ahead and get some information from you. All right. So that's what we do. Now you as the agent then will then follow up with them. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to then call up Kevin and say, hey, Kevin, remember that voucher, 25 days, because they have 30 days to redeem this. Okay. So if they pay the redemption fee. Okay. So you're going to call up Kevin 25 days in. Hey, Kevin, it's, Stacy, I'm following up. Remember we met at the farmer's market. Wanted to see if you redeemed your certificate. Remember, you only have 30 days. Perfect. Okay. Once you get that booked and stuff, come back and let me know, when you're going and stuff. I could probably help you with excursions, car rentals, whatever you need. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. So again, we can't help them book this. You give it to them, you let them process it. Once they do, then they can come back to you as the agent. So a lot of times people won't redeem it. So you've already paid. If you pay it, you pay $25 and then they don't get in and use it, you're out $25. So we only have maybe 5% of people that will pay the redemption fee. Otherwise, they leave it up to the customer. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, on my YouTube channel, I usually do a training every month. Okay. This month I'm doing it on the 24th. But I want to show you here on my YouTube channel. Do you get commission? No, these are strictly just promotional material. It's just a bonus. And again, all the rules are in here, but it's right here, incentive voucher training. Okay, it'll explain everything about them. You have unlimited use. And again, Sandy's been amazing as far as keeping this up to date. How to order them. She sends them out. You get them sent out. Right here's training also, how to submit the form. And then I'll just show you really quick a few ideas of how they've been used. Okay. So let's see here. Is this a training or is this a thing? Oh, feedback from a booking. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, so again, share your ideas and stuff. This may be one Sandy did a promotion, but a lot of people will put, like my page, book with me. Whoever books with me will get this. If you like my page, I'll give you a $100 restaurant certificate, stuff like that. So most of them are down here. I keep saying this. I have to clean this up. But like here was a Valentine's Day one. Giveaway. Enter a chance to win $100 restaurant certificate. How to enter. Tag your sweetheart. Like and share my post. Okay. So that's one. So again, it's a way to get people to notice her account. Okay. Here's another one. Valentine's giveaway. Same thing, tag a friend. Others are book with me. Here's another one. Embrace travel, 3-night hotel stay. How to enter, follow me on Facebook, like and share my page. So different ones. Here's another one. Travel 7 days a week, how to enter, good for 2 adults, like and share my page. So I always tell everybody, share your ideas on here. You can use the actual flyers themselves or make your own. But it's definitely, like I said, we use them to promote your business, get out there and help others. Okay. And now people will, oh, I got this giveaway right here. 7-night read. I don't know what this one was. Oh, how to enter, like, and share my page again. Okay. So go ahead and watch the training on it. And then, or attend my live ones. But the farmer's market is a big way right here. Thank you gift from Renee. Okay. So she gives out the restaurant certificate as a thank you. Maybe if they requested a quote from her or something. Here's another one, 3-night, like and share. All right. So definitely use our things that we have. Now, again, has nothing to do with Archer, has nothing to do with evolution. This is something that I started and then I was going to give it up last year. And then everybody's like, no, we love this. So we actually, it does cost, it costs $12, but that gives you access for 2 years to use these vouchers. $12 only for the 2 years.
And
because,
Marnie,
yes.
I'm glad you didn't give it up. And I found it very informing.
Yeah.
But I've got a question for you, but it's off topic. So could we get offline or something later and address it?
Yeah. Yeah. Just
all right, I'll private message you my number and just call or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So again, join our group. Make sure you answer all the questions. This was another one at Halloween. Every client who books travel with me during October will get this speaker. Okay. So again, definitely great way to market yourself. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Here's another one. Book 2000 in travel. This was one of her first ones that she did. Perfect. That was oh, what was her name? Courtney, that did my princess training. She created this. Yeah, Courtney right here. All right. So again, congratulations, everybody. I hope to see you guys on my New York training tomorrow. Have an amazing Friday. Thank you. I hope you guys learned a lot today. And thank you for joining me. And let's do this again. Okay. So stay plugged in. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Oops. I know. I'm coming.